Hello and welcome to the Points of Articulation, and my name's Dave, and today we're looking at the original Jedi Starfighters. Now these guys are pretty cool. They were from Attack of the Clones, I believe the Clone Wars, and one or two were seen in Revenge of the Sith. Now, I forget this guy's name. I know it starts with an S, I know what he looks like. This is Kit Fisto's, this green one here, and this is a generic green Jedi Starfighter. I found this one back in the day at Target when I first started collecting these in 2008. So just like before, we'll go over the mold, the paint, and measure it, maybe compare it, and then we'll be done. So let's get started. Okay, the mold on this guy is great. For the size of it, it's amazing. And I'll take off the stand and we'll get to this. It's a little different than the regular ones. Okay, now the ship itself has the Hyperspace Ring, the engine right here, and then the main fighter, which is this piece back here. Now, to make the review simpler for me, I'm going to disconnect them, and we'll look at this a little later. So this is the Hyperspace Ring. Mine's a little warped, but what are you going to do? And the mold on this is very good. There's a lot of lines, paneling. There's vents right there. The interior is molded for the engines. And it's symmetrical. It's the same on both sides. This piece here is molded nice. A lot of paneling work and lines. The interior is smooth. So I guess they had to cut it somewhere. And then for the engines, they're nicely detailed. The interior. And that pretty much does it for the Hyperspace Ring. All three ships are the same exact ship. Mold, I mean. They're just painted different. Okay, now this is the Jedi Starfighter. It is very detailed. And we'll start up at the top. All these lines, paneling. We have two guns here. Look at those diamonds. Very nice. We have our R2 unit, which is painted nice. Cockpit, and the cockpit does open. If I could get it open. There we go. There's a chair, a seat, some electrical stuff. So it's pretty cool. Some of these don't shut, but that's just the mold. What are you going to do? Back here we have all this molded detail for the engines. We have a wing here. Comes down. More molded detail. Very beautiful. The way this is detailed. More guns here. The screws and our peg hole. So for the next segment, we'll go over paint, and that will be all three different ones. And we'll start with this one, and then move on to the other two. So we have a lot to cover, so let's get moving. Okay, the paint on the generic Starfighter is this green, dark green. This looks like it's tan, but it's not. It's like a greenish tan. I don't know. Like swamp color. I don't know. Then we have tan here. Tan going down the sides. Blue window. Sorry. And then this nice grayish tan stripe going right down the center. On the bottom, we have this same tannish gray. Black engines with a gray wash on them. This dark green stripe going down the center. The R2 unit is painted maroon and duck egg blue. I believe it's the same as the window for the cockpit. That's pretty cool. I don't think the interior was painted. Yeah, it's like a bluish gray color. So that's pretty neat. Cool. Okay, for the Hyperspace Ring, we have that same tan color. Black scoring, my bad. And then we have a green, tan. The engines are glossy black. And then we have some black wash here. And the engines are white and blue. And I think that's cool. more black here by the engine. Okay, next we'll look at Kit Fisto's. Okay, for Kit Fisto's Starfighter, there was a lot more paint detail. We have copper, olive green, black wash going out throughout the whole thing. More tan, copper, green. More black. No engine paint this time, it's just black. That's alright. With all the other paint going on. Oh, also, it's this orangey tan right here on top with more black. And then we'll look at the fighter. Okay, for the fighter, we have tan going down the middle. This orangey copper. We have yellow, green, light green, dark green, Republic symbol, white. The R2 unit is orange and black. We have some black spots on there. Translucent cockpit. That's not painted, but the back is painted black. Orange fin. Symbol on the back for Kit Fisto. So that's pretty cool. The bottom is all green with this white stripe going down. With an orangey copper. Black. And the engines are just this blackish brown color. I don't think there's a wash on them. This one's my favorite, by the way. Kit Fisto's. And next we'll look at the orange one. Okay, now for the orange one, and I can't remember this guy's name. I'll get his name and put it in the description below. So please forgive me. But this guy's is orange, white, black. All the crevices are filled up with black wash, and it looks great. We have reddish maroon. Just all that detail in here with the paint. And for the ship. Okay, this one, it sort of looks like a tiger. So we have the white, little yellowish orange, red, black, a darker orange, a maroon, orange and silver R2 unit, a Republic symbol, cockpit, and the door doesn't shut on this one. Again, painted black, see-through plastic for the cockpit, bronze engines. You have a little brown, black for the lasers, tan, orange, black, white going down with two orangey yellow strips. So a lot of detail. For the length, the ship by itself is a little bit over 3 inches. The Hyperspace Ring will be about not even 2 inches. Almost there though. For the height of this thing, because this is a big ship, almost 3 inches. And the reason why I measured the height, which is something I never really do with these things, is because these stands, here is a normal stand, it will plug in, but it won't fit. See, it comes out, you can't really get it in there. So what they did was, they released a bigger stand. Well, the stand itself is the same, the black part, but the pylon, I guess you want to call it, is bigger, and you can see that in the back. So you take this and peg it in the port, and then it fits nice. Let's get all 3 of them here. And there you go. I know this was a longer review than normal, but there's just so much to go over. Each one is the same ship, basically, but the paint makes it different, makes them unique. So thank you for joining me. This was the Star Wars Titanium Series Jedi Starfighters with Hyperspace Rings, and I'll see you next time.